Mr. Jacobs.
Good day, Mr. Voss.
Everything is ready. The pastors, the imams, every religious leader in Nigeria, we're replacing them with AI clones. Nobody will know the difference. People will believe every word they hear.
If I may ask, Mr. Voss, why do you want to clone all pastors, Muslim imams, and other religious leaders with AI? Why do you want to replace them?
The goal is to replace the original leaders with the AI clones so their activities can be controlled. This would allow us to influence what the religious leaders say. The messages they preach.
My money?
$50 million. You will get it today.
This is my latest AI action thriller movie. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I created it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Judy Spotless, and on this channel, we explore AI filmmaking, AI tools, and how to create cinematic movies using AI. In today's video, I'm taking you behind the scenes of my latest AI action thriller movie. I'll show you how I developed the idea, wrote the script, generated consistent characters, created cinematic images, animated every scene, added voices and sound effects, and finally edited everything into a complete movie. If you've been thinking about making your own AI movie but don't know where to start, this tutorial will give you a complete overview of my workflow. So, let's get started. Every great movie starts with an idea. Before I opened any AI tool, I spent time thinking about the kind of story I wanted to tell. I decided to create an AI action thriller because I wanted something that would keep viewers in suspense from beginning to end. To create my story, the first thing I did was open ChatGPT. So, after opening ChatGPT, the next thing is to paste your prompt into the prompt box. One thing you need to understand is that ChatGPT knows a lot, but if you're not specific about what you want, you may not get the result you're looking for. The more details you give ChatGPT, the better the result it will give you. For my movie, this was the prompt I used. I started by telling ChatGPT, imagine you are an experienced AI movie scriptwriter and producer with over 30 years of experience. Help me create a realistic AI action thriller set in Lagos, Nigeria. Can you see how specific I was? I clearly told ChatGPT the type of movie I wanted and where I wanted the story to take place. I already had a story idea, so I also told ChatGPT to help me turn it into a professional screenplay. I asked it to improve the story, the dialogue, the suspense, the pacing, and the scene structure. I also told it to use simple Nigerian English and no pidgin because that's the style I wanted for my movie. After that, I pasted my storyline. Then, at the end of my prompt, I asked ChatGPT to organize everything into a complete screenplay with clear scenes, smooth transitions, realistic dialogue, cinematic camera suggestions where needed, and a runtime of 15 minutes. This last part is very important. Don't just ask ChatGPT to write a script. Tell it how long you want your movie to be. That helps ChatGPT structure the story so it fits your target duration. If you don't give a time limit, it may write a script that is much longer than you need. So my advice is simple. Be as clear and specific as possible. The better your prompt, the better your result will be. So after giving ChatGPT my prompt, I got a complete script with the movie title, the main characters, and everything that needed to be in the movie. First, the name of the movie they gave me was The Replacement. The genre was action thriller and conspiracy, and the story was set in Lagos, Nigeria. As you can see, everything was properly arranged. I was given my main character, Zara, who is a former trained intelligence operative. Her age and other details were also included. Then we have David, her partner, who works behind the scenes with her. We also have John Jacobs, the Nigerian billionaire who works with the foreign leader. And we have the foreign leader, whose face we never see throughout the movie, although we hear his voice. Then we have the screenplay. As you can see, ChatGPT divided the story into different scenes. We have scene 1 with the dialogue and action, then scene 2, scene 3, and so on. One important thing, always read through your script before you start working on it, and make sure it is exactly what you want. Once you are satisfied, copy it and save it in Microsoft Word or somewhere safe. Once my screenplay was complete, the next step was creating reference images for all the major characters in the movie. To do this, I came back to ChatGPT. First, I placed my prompt on ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to create the 4 main characters of my action movie, with each character standing separately on a neutral grey studio background. The first character is Zara Hassan, a beautiful dark-skinned Nigerian woman in her early 30s, fit and athletic, with strong facial features and dark eyes. The second is David Okoye, a Nigerian man around 40 years old, with a medium dark complexion, short black hair, and a neat beard. The third is John Jacobs, a Nigerian billionaire in his early 60s, with a dark complexion, short grey hair, and a well-groomed beard. And the fourth is the mysterious leader. I also asked ChatGPT to make all 4 characters clearly different from each other. Show them full body, standing naturally, with different side views. I wanted realistic Nigerian features, realistic skin and clothing, soft studio lighting, a neutral grey background, cinematic realism, high detail, and a 16:9 ratio. After ChatGPT gave me the image prompts, I started generating each character separately, using ChatGPT as my image generator. I started with David Okoye. The first image didn't really look like a 40-year-old man, so I regenerated it. The second one looked older, and I liked it, so I decided to go with the second image. Then I moved to Zara. If you notice the first image, Zara was 34 years old, but I wasn't really satisfied with the way she looked, especially her clothing and how her headscarf was tied. So I went back to ChatGPT and refined the prompt. This time, I changed her age from 34 to 29 years old and explained exactly how I wanted her to look. And if you compare the first Zara and the second Zara, you will notice a big difference between them. The second one was much closer to what I wanted. So, I decided to go with that one. After that, I also generated John Jacobs. For the foreign man behind the conspiracy, I made a different creative decision. I didn't want the audience to know who he was, so I instructed ChatGPT to generate only the back view of the character instead of revealing his face. Keeping his identity hidden adds mystery and suspense, and it also makes viewers curious about who is really behind the operation. And that was how I created the character reference images for my 4 main characters. The next step was to create the images for the first scene of the movie. I copied my first scene from Microsoft Word and pasted it into ChatGPT. Then, I added this prompt. This is the opening scene of my AI action thriller. Help me write a realistic cinematic image prompt and a matching animation prompt. The scene is in a very dark room with little lighting. The focus is fully on Zara as she prepares for her mission. She is wearing a black and blue motorcycle tactical outfit with small blue details. She is a Muslim woman, so her headscarf must be neatly tied and fully cover her hair. Do not show a full body shot. Frame the image from the top of her head down to her waist. show close-up actions of her zipping up her tactical jacket, securing her holstered pistol, and adjusting the strap of her tactical backpack. The backpack should only be partially visible. I also asked for dramatic lighting, sharp focus, realistic textures, and a suspenseful Hollywood action thriller look with realistic camera movement and no unnecessary motion. Then I clicked on Generate, and ChatGPT wrote out the image prompts and animation prompts for my first scene. So I copied all the image prompts and animation prompts from ChatGPT and pasted them back into ChatGPT. Then I added Zara's image reference and this prompt. Please maintain Zara's facial features and character consistency. Keep her side, back, and front views the same. Please make sure her hair is properly covered. She is a Muslim, so her black scarf must be neatly and firmly tied, with no hair showing. Then, I clicked on Generate. ChatGPT gave me the images in a grid, but they were not exactly what I wanted. So, I regenerated them again, and this time, I got what I wanted. Can you see the difference between the first image and the second image? I moved on to the next step, which is animation. Before we move to animation, if you want more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel at Judy Spotless. Also, here is a little hack if you are generating images with ChatGPT. If ChatGPT gives you your images in a grid and you want to separate them, you can use Flow AI. Open Flow AI, select image, and upload the full image grid. Choose your preferred ratio, like 16:9 or 9:16. Then, simply tell Flow, give me each image separately without changing anything. Flow will separate the images for you. If the result is not exactly the same as the original, generate it again until you get the correct image. Then, download it and use it for your project. After separating the images using Flow AI, the next step is to bring those images to life with animation. For this project, I didn't rely on just one animation tool. I used 3 different AI tools. 1. Grok AI 2, Flow AI 3, Seedance AI, because each one has its own strengths. Grok was my first choice for dialogue-heavy scenes, especially scenes involving government officials, news broadcasts, military conversations, and political discussions. It handled those scenes really well. Flow AI was my go-to tool for smooth character movements and simple action sequences. It worked well for scenes where I wanted natural motion and realistic character animation. Seedance was the tool I used for the bigger action scenes. Whenever I needed more dynamic movement, faster action, or more intense sequences, Seedance gave me the results I was looking for. Since each tool has different strengths, I combined all 3 throughout the movie to get the best possible results. Using the right tool for the right scene made a huge difference in the final quality of the movie. After finishing the images and animations, the next step was creating the music for the movie. Instead of writing the music prompt myself, I went back to ChatGPT. Since ChatGPT already knew the story, it was easier to create a soundtrack that matched the mood of the movie. To avoid copyright issues with the music in my movies, I create my own customized songs for each movie. I go back to the same ChatGPT conversation I used for the movie and ask it to create 2 songs. The first is a song with lyrics that match the story, emotions, suspense, and action. The second is an instrumental version with no lyrics or vocals, which I can use as background music. After ChatGPT gives me the prompts and lyrics, I copy them and go to Suno AI. For the song with lyrics, I click Create, paste the music prompt, click Add Lyrics, paste the lyrics, and click Create. After some time, Suno generates different versions. Depending on the kind of song prompt, you may get 2 or 4 versions, and some may be pro versions. I listen to all of them and choose the ones I like. To download the free version, click the 3 dots beside the song, select Download, and choose MP3 audio. Suno may then show Upgrade or Download Anyway. Click Download Anyway, and the song will download. For the Pro version, the three dots may not appear. So I simply right-click on the song, select download, choose MP3 audio, and when Suno shows upgrade or download anyway, I click download anyway. I use the same process for the instrumental. I copy the instrumental prompt from ChatGPT, go to Suno, paste it, select instrumental, and click create. After Suno generates the instrumental versions, I listen to them and download them using the same method. So, in the end, I have my own customized theme song and instrumental soundtrack ready for my movie.
Once I had my video animations and music ready, the next step was editing. For this, I used CapCut.
I imported all my animations, added the music, sound effects, and transitions where needed. CapCut also has built-in sound effects, which can help you avoid copyright issues. You can use the free version, but I used the Pro version for this project. When I finished editing, I named the video with the movie title, exported it, and saved it in my folder. I then checked the exported video to make sure everything was there. And that was it for the editing process. And that was everything I did to create my AI action thriller movie. If you want the prompts I used to create this movie, I'll drop them in the description box. And if you want to watch the full movie, I'll also drop the link in the description box. So make sure you check the description and get everything you need. If you want more videos like this, comment more in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can get more videos from me.
Thank you for watching.